Peace, everybody. Back at it again. This is Joshua Oshun, Laos, Indeed. Welcome. This is Love Thyself, where it's all about loving thyself to the fullest, unconditionally, so that we can love the world and everything and everyone in it on an unconditional level. I say, how y'all doing today? Peace to anybody who have been checking me out. And if it's your first time, hope that that something resonates with you and helps you through your journey, I say. So, mind you, I'm doing this. I'm doing this as well as YouTube. So, again, y'all go to the YouTube if you on Facebook. Click on the like, subscribe. Can you dig it? All right. So, give a little minute. Who we got up in here? We got a people. We got somebody in here. Bless Lord. Anyway, we're gonna talk about boundaries today. Boundaries. I know we talk about it a lot, but hopefully we can get a little deeper. Peace, y'all. Glad you come through. We're gonna talk about some good boundaries today. Can you dig? Boundaries come from knowing our value, knowing our self-worth, knowing what we deserve. Can you dig? That is why we create boundaries. It's one thing to love yourself, love thyself. Can you dig it? It's also another thing to know your worth, know your value. I say. So with that being said, it's good to know thyself so that we can know our worth, our value, what we deserve. And when you know that, that is when you know to set strong and powerful boundaries. Can you dig it? Strong and powerful boundaries to protect this beautiful vessel and spirit that you have, I say. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to learn how to say no. When it comes to boundaries, peace, Madeline, please, goddess. So what we want to do, again, I know some people, y'all coming in now, okay. Had me sitting here for a little minute, but okay, cool. But anyway, the topic is boundaries today, you know what I mean? Or this evening, right? We're going to talk about boundaries. I know everybody kind of knows something about the boundaries, but hopefully we'll get in a little deeper, okay? Hopefully we'll get in a little deeper. Peace, goddess. I see you, Ken. Peace, goddess. So either way, again, we're going to talk about boundaries, right? Now, what are boundaries? Boundaries are, well, basically is our protection, right? Whether in the physical, you feel me, or in the spiritual, right? So it is okay by far to protect yourself in the physical, I say. And it's also, most importantly as well, right, to protect ourselves spiritually, okay? Protect our spirits. Now, how do we do that? For the most part, the first thing we need to know is our worth, our value. We need to know who we are, right? So again, when we talk about loving thyself, we got to know thyself first, right? So we know what we loving, right? So get to that. It's good to know your chart. Can you dig it? Everybody I do a reading for, like, they really get to know a big part of their worth, knowing a big part of their purpose. You feel me? When you know these things, you start to realize what you are more so than who you are. Can you dig it? What you are is what you're worth, right? Your value, right? When you know you have a particular purpose for this world, you're starting to know your value. When you start walking into that path, into that purpose, then you'll start seeing that you deserve, right? You start seeing that you deserve whatever you desire, I say. Okay. So when we talk about boundaries, the first thing, and as I always have said, right, no. Learn how to say no. Get very, very, very comfortable with saying no. Like literally practice this shit. Every rising, get up in the rising, say no. Sing a song with no. I don't care. Get used to saying no. Get very comfortable with saying no. That is our first way and our first boundary. Okay. We have to realize that people drain us on a regular basis, and we're more so just looking at it like, we have a big heart. You feel me? And but see, this big heart will allow us to carry other people's burdens at times, right? It allows us to carry people's burdens at times. So we have to know those boundaries, when to say when. How much weight should you really be carrying? In all truth, the only weight you should be carrying is yours. I say, unless you got children, I say children. Now, first of all, let's realize what healthy boundaries are and what are toxic boundaries, right? When we talk about toxic boundaries, we're talking about that wall, right? We're talking about that wall that everybody has put up in their life at some time before, right? When you done been hurt, you've been scarred, you done been betrayed, you know what I mean? Like all this shit been happening, right? And so you get to a point, you get real defensive, and we put up this wall. That is an unhealthy boundary, right? That is an unhealthy boundary. So when we put up this wall, you have to realize that one is a subconscious wall, right? It's not really there, right? But we'll build it subconsciously, mentally, right? Now, we're using it to protect ourselves, right? So we don't let nobody in, right? When we build that wall, that's what we're doing. We're trying to stop love from coming in, or anybody who we feel like may hurt us. Like I done been loved before, I done been hurt before, so I got this wall up. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want to let nobody in, okay? But we have to realize that it's two sides to this wall, right? It's two sides to this wall. So just as well as the wall may be protecting and not letting anything in, right? It's also not allowing anything to come out. Okay. So I know we've all been in a relationship where with someone who was, they just wasn't affectionate. And I'm sure probably more so the women, the goddesses, you feel me, probably have experienced this more. Just so happened that I probably experienced everything myself. So that is what it is. But either way, I'm sure we have been in like relationships with people where they, of course, maybe they wasn't affectionate. You could, I mean, as we look back, right, you can tell that they were scarred. You could tell that they had been hurt before, right, obviously. And so they come in with this wall, right? But not realizing that they also are not loving you. They're also stopping themselves from loving other people. You feel what I'm saying? So these people that we done dealt with like in relationships, and we can tell they done been through something, and we talk about it, right? And they may say, my last relationship, I was hurt. You feel me? Like, woo, right? So they coming in with this wall, right? But it's this wall is to not get too close to you, right? But yet at the same time, they're not allowing themselves to let their own love escape their body, their spirit, right? So because of that, they can't love you properly. And we wonder like, okay, but damn, he or she they don't do this, you feel me? They don't do that as far as on an emotional level, you feel me? They don't want to talk about their true emotions. They don't want to talk about their true feelings. You feel what I'm saying? Because they got this wall, you feel me? See, the wall ain't letting that shit come out either, right? So they not affectionate. They not gonna communicate the way they should communicate. They're not gonna be as honest. They're not gonna be as open. They're not gonna be vulnerable. You feel me? They're not gonna allow themselves to be vulnerable, right? Because of that wall. So when we talk about this wall, we have to realize that's an unhealthy boundary, right? Because ain't nobody getting shit, right? It's just this wall. Can't nobody love you and you can't love nobody, right? So that's an unhealthy boundary. We don't want to do that, okay? We want to be able to lead with our heart You feel me? We want to be able to be open to love, but have our boundaries. Okay? Only each individual know what their boundaries are. Of course, the basic things of respect, right? If they don't have a certain respect for you. But again, it's so important to know your value, because the more you know your value, the more you will see if the person in front of you sees your value. You will see that the person, if the person in front of you values you, right? When you know who you are and you know what your value is, then you know what you deserve. I say. So we first off have to learn how to say no. We have to practice saying no on a daily basis, because you need to be saying no every day on a daily basis. You need to be saying no. Okay? Realize how sacred your yes is, right? Know how sacred your yes is. When you say yes, when you tell a person yes, you are giving them full access to whatever they're asking you of, right? You're giving them access to you, right? And in a sense, you know what I mean? If we can keep it all the way trill, it's almost like hoeing. It's almost like hoeing. You just sharing yourself with everybody. Yes, 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 I do it. Yes, I go. Yes, I do it. Yes, I come pick you up. Yes, you can hold $20. Yes, I help you pay with your bills. Yes, I do this. You hoeing. You just sharing yourself with everybody. Just giving yourself to everybody. Giving all these people access to you. I'm saying it in this manner so you can truly understand what that means and how sacred your yes is. It is sacred. Everybody should not get it. Every situation should not get it. I say. So you need to be more comfortable with saying, peace, Phoenix, goddess. You need to get more comfortable with saying no. Right? Every day you walk out that door, you need to have you a bag full of no's and a pocket full of yeses. Can you dig? Probably 3 tops of yeses. And get you a bag full of no's. The shit you gotta throw over your motherfucking shoulder. You feel me? Carry your nose with you everywhere you go. Toss them motherfuckers around instead of yourself, your soul, your spirit. I say. Because every time you say yes to somebody, you're giving them access to you. Yes, you can use my car. You feel me? And as we have all learned by now, if you ain't learned by now, people don't take care of other people's shit. Can you dig it? Most people don't take good care of other people's shit. They take care of their own shit, right? But they ain't gonna take care of your shit like they take care of their shit. So why are you giving them access? Be careful. Be careful with your yes. It is sacred. It is sacred. It allows access to you. So at that point, when are you realizing how sacred you are? How important you are? How worthy you are? What's your value? Do everybody deserve access to you? Right? Does everybody deserve access to you? If so, then yeah, that's like hoeing. But to each his own, do your thing, right? You love it, I love it too. And you dig it. We want to learn how to say no. We want to get comfortable with saying no. No is a whole sentence. Let me say that again. No is a whole sentence. That means once you say no, period. Can you dig it? Period. Right? Learn patterns. And when I say patterns, I don't mean 5 and 6 times patterns. Okay? I don't mean 5 and 6 patterns. I mean 2 motherfucking times. Okay? See, the first time, like, we can give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Okay, you slipped. Whatever that means, if it's something that they could slip. Now, if it's something that damn sure ain't no slip, then time to go, right? Time to go. 2 times is a pattern, right? Automatically, 2 times is a pattern. If it happened 1 time and it happened another time, then it's going to happen a 3rd time. And since we can't control them, right? We can't control them. And why do we want to? You feel me? Let them find whatever they need to do, whatever the fuck they do. Right? But if it happened 2 times, how long are you going to leave yourself? How long are you going to leave your beautiful self in this situation? How long are you going to leave your beautiful self with this type of energy? How long are you going to do that? Right? So we got to learn how to say no. Right? We got to know when to say no. Right? When we go around a certain person, I don't give a fuck who it is. Okay? I don't give a fuck who it is. If they treat you on some fuck shit 2 times, right? That's a pattern. I don't give a fuck if it happened in like 6 months at a time, right? If they do it 1 time and then they do it again 6 months later, it's a pattern. I've seen this shit before. Can you dig? So that means you ain't fixed the problem. And it's not for me to make you fix the problem, right? It's not even for me to ask you to fix the problem. Because that's your problem. That ain't mine. Can you dig it? Anytime we see a pattern of something that does not make us feel good, right? Listen to your body. What we always talk about, listen to your body. If you get a feeling that don't feel good, we can keep it simple. Sometimes feelings feel good. Sometimes they don't. Right? When they don't, accept that. Accept that feeling. Embrace it. Can you dig it? Embrace that feeling. And then adapt. Okay? And then adapt. If somebody lie to you 1 time, something simple like, okay, I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock. And then it's a no-show, right? And then they call you tomorrow and they say, well, you know, I had something going on, cool. Like, I got you. No call, no show. I got you, cool. You said you had something to do, right? We're going to take their word for it, right? But when I say, don't lie to me, when I say, whatever my boundary is, that is also my last time we're going to have this conversation. And we need to be like that, right? Whenever you speak your boundary to anybody, if they have mistakenly crossed a boundary, it's okay. People, you know, if people don't know you, right? It's easy for them to trip into an area where you have boundaries without knowing it, right? And that's cool. We just let them know, like, hey, I got a boundary there. Like, I don't like that. You feel me? Or I don't like to have this type of feeling. You feel me? So at that point, right, that should be our last time having that conversation. Please, everybody, allow that to be your last time having that conversation. Because if you say something of a boundary, if you say, hey, I don't like the way you treat me when we're around your family, right? That should be the last time we have this conversation, I say. Now, if this happens again, then automatically they are telling you, fuck what all the other shit is. They are telling you, showing you physically that they don't give a fuck about your boundary. Even if they're the type of people, you know, you have some people who just want to push, right? They want to push to see how far they can go. Can you dig it? But can we be real? See, you ain't got but 1 time to push me, right? And that's the last time we're going to have that conversation, right? I don't like to be pushed, right? We make that clear. Ooh, you pushed me. Ooh, I know you didn't know, right? I know you didn't know that I had a boundary with being pushed. I don't like to be pushed. So I appreciate if you can respect that, I say. But yeah, if they come back and push you again, or they push you, you know what I mean? They come back and push you again, then that's it. They have shown that they do not value you. They do not value your boundaries. They do not value what you feel is valuable, which is yourself. I say. So at that point, we can't control them. So what should we do? We should, right, take ourselves out of that equation, right? Remove ourselves from that equation. Say bye. And you ain't got to say bye. You can just go. You don't owe nobody shit. You don't owe nobody shit. Now you can set it up how you want to, you want to have a talk. You can have a talk with them. Me personally, you know why I don't fuck with you. Because we already had that conversation. Right? So we have to start knowing not only what to accept, what to allow, right? And everybody have their own personal boundaries. Why? Because we're all different. We all have different values. I say, learn your different things that you call morale, right? Everybody have different morals, and that's wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's beautiful. But know your morals and stand by them. Stick to them. Don't allow anybody to change that. Do not sacrifice anything. First of all, when we talk about compromise, I know a lot of people speak about compromising, especially in relationships. And it is, right? We should compromise. But do we really know what compromise means? Okay? See, when most people, and most of us, we are taught, right? We're taught that compromise means that basically one side, if it's two people here, right? Normally what people feel compromise means is that one person sacrificed something so the other one, right, can be happy, right? No. Fuck no. That's not it. That's not why we compromise. If we both know our worth and our value, right, then we both deserve whatever the fuck we want. I say. So when we talk about compromise, when we say compromise, there should be no sacrifice. And if you truly love somebody unconditionally, why would you ever want them to sacrifice anything for you or anyone else? I say. So when we talk about compromise, we're speaking about creating a solution, right? What we always talk about, what I always tell y'all, right? Create a solution. We're perfectly designed to create solutions. So if I want steak and she want vegan, right? We can either create a solution to find a place that got both, right? Or maybe find something else that we both like. When we compromise, it's about making sure we both get what we want. You feel me? No sacrifice. Why sacrifice? When we compromise, it's about making sure we both get what we want. How can we both win? How can we both win out this deal? Okay, so you want steak, I want lobster. Okay, so let's create a solution. Where can we go to get steak and lobster? You feel me? Or maybe shit, you know what? Instead of eating at the restaurant, fuck it. Let you go get what you want, I go get what I want, and we just go to the house and eat together. I say, shit ain't hard. Shit ain't hard. We're not here to sacrifice shit. We're not here to sacrifice shit. Let that shit go. We're not here to sacrifice nothing. If we're going to compromise, we're going to compromise in a manner to create a solution that we both get what we desire, I say. Now, again, on these boundaries, it's about knowing your worth. It's knowing your value. What you feel that you don't deserve. Take nothing less than that, right? Don't settle. If you settle, then your boundaries are weak. Don't settle for shit. If you find somebody and they have everything They have everything that you got on the list except. Okay? They're wonderful. They have everything on the list that you desire from a counterpart except. How much do you love yourself? Do you really find yourself worthy for what you desire and what you feel like you deserve? If they have everything on the list except one thing, two things, how much do you value yourself? How much do you really feel like you are deserving to have exactly what you desire, what you feel is what's best for you, what you feel is what's great for you? If you accept anything less than everything on that paper, you're settling. I say, you're settling. If you allow one thing to be missing, they got everything. I know y'all feel like, no, they ain't gonna be perfect. Yes, the fuck they can if you want them. If you realize that what you deserve is what you deserve and you settle for less, they ain't got to. They either gonna stand up or they gonna fall down. Because we love ourselves, right? We don't need nobody. We just desire. Right? We don't need nobody. We don't need anything, I say. But we do desire. Can you dig it? And what you desire should be what you deserve. Right? If you desire it, why are you gonna settle for anything less? Then if you settle for anything less, that means you really don't believe. I say, that means you really don't believe you deserve it. If you settle for anything less, that means you don't believe you deserve it. Can you dig it? Let's go back. Let's go back for a minute and reevaluate what you desire. Let's go back and reevaluate our worth, our value, what we deserve. You do deserve. I'm telling you in your face, if you don't believe me, you do deserve every fucking thing you desire. You deserve it. But you gotta know that. You gotta believe that. Know your boundaries. Anything that's less than what you desire, what you feel like you deserve, you should have your boundaries up to say, no, thank you. No, thank you, I say. How much do we love ourselves? How much do we see in our value and our worth? Okay? We have to learn how to say no. Know how sacred our yes is, because everybody does not deserve access to you. You are precious, I say. You are precious. Saying yes to everybody is no different than fucking everybody in your neighborhood. Keeping it real. Because those yeses hurt you more, believe it or not. Constantly telling people yes, giving people access to you all the time will hurt you more than fucking everybody in the neighborhood. Can you dig it? Know your worth, know your value. Your yes is sacred. Your yes is sacred. Can we get that? Can we get that again? Your yes is sacred. Protect it. Hold it. Be very careful who you give it to. That's your baby. Don't give everybody a yes. They should deserve that shit. They should deserve that shit. Because anything you do, anything you say yes to, should benefit you. I say. In some form or fashion. It should be some form of gratification for you. Anytime you say yes. I'm gonna give you what you want, but what do I get? I say. What do I get? It could be gratitude. It could be, you know what, just from the heart. Like, it just made me feel good to do this for you. That's beautiful. That's love. But make sure you're getting something. You're getting fulfilled for your yes. You're getting paid in some form or fashion for your yes. Know how important you are. I know we all out here and you know what I mean. And obviously I'm talking to my spiritual people, and we doing our magic and things of that nature, and we getting on the altar. And man, by all means, I'm not talking about y'all negative in any form or fashion. I have an altar, you feel me, and I use it to obviously show my gratitude to all of my ancestors and loved ones who protect me and guide me on a daily basis, I say. But when are we going to realize as well that you are the altar? You are the altar. You are the magic. I say, you are the magic. Know your value, know your worth. Everybody does not deserve access to you. You are the altar. Therefore, if they know what you are truly worth, they will come to you with the offer. I say, if you are what you say you are, if you really believe in what you are and your value, if they see your value, then they will come with an offering. Because you are the altar. And whatever that offering is, right? It could be a relationship with reciprocity. I say, an equal give and receive. It's an offer. Can you dig it? I say. So we have to know these boundaries, right? And have these boundaries so that we don't get into things, right? And if we do, right? If we manage to slip, right? And we get into something, and then when we finally actually realize, like, you know, some people, they good at pretending, right? They've been doing it for years, right? So you got some people who, you know, they're great actors and actresses, right? So we might get fooled, right? And fuck around and get in something that, you know, once we get in, we don't realize till we get in, right, that like, ooh, I ain't know this shit, right? I ain't know it's going to be like this. Can you dig it? So when are we going to accept that, right? So we have our boundaries, one, to make sure that we don't get ourselves in not feeling good or fucked up, basically, situations. But if we slip, and we do, that's okay. We still should have also boundaries to know when to remove ourselves, right? We also need to know when we need to remove ourselves from a situation. Once we realize that this is not healthy, this is not the way I picture in my heaven, right? And that's what we all should be doing, right? We should all be creating our heaven, okay? So if that's not what you pictured in your heaven, take yourself out of that equation. Remove yourself. Okay? Don't wait. Don't sit in a fucked up relationship because you're so focused on the idea of what it could be. Don't keep staying in a fucked up relationship because you got faith in them. Don't stay in a fucked up relationship because you trust them to fulfill their potential. Some shit that you expect, not them. Right? When you find out that this is not what you like, this is not what you desire, communicate. Right? Communicate. And that should be your last conversation, right? When you tell a person what your boundary is, that should be the last time we have that conversation. Can you dig it? So we got to set up our boundaries, right? By knowing our worth, knowing our value, okay? You deserve everything you desire. You deserve everything you desire. But you got to believe that. You got to believe that. Right? If you believe that, then you will have your boundaries. Continue to learn how to say no. Continue to realize how important and how sacred your yes is. Okay? Learn patterns. 2. If it happened twice, that's enough time. How long else are you going to stay? How long are you going to stay in that situation? After it happened 2 times, that's automatically a pattern. The same thing happened twice. What are the odds? Right? If something happened 2 times, it's time to go. Okay? So we got to learn to say no. We got to learn to listen to our body, right? Listen to your feeling. Anytime if it's a feeling that don't feel good, listen to it. Listen to your feeling. Find out why you have this feeling. Why doesn't this feel good? And then put up your boundary. When you find out what made this feeling occur, then you communicate and you say, hey, when you did that, this is how it made me feel. So respectfully, I would ask you not to do that again. Because I don't like to feel bad feelings. I say, because we such on a high vibration. I say, they got one more time for that. One more time. Should not have that conversation again. Stand firm, stand strong for yourself. We should not have that conversation again. Please, is anybody hearing? When you say no, we should not have this conversation again. Because anytime after that, you are showing me you do not value me. You do not respect me. If you're not receiving this type of energy, why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you putting yourself in a situation where you're not valued? Why you're not appreciated? That you're not respected? Why are you there? And if you can't find a reason, it's time to go, honey. I say, it's time to remove ourselves from the equation. I love y'all to death. Who all I see out here? Look at Annie, cuz, peace, baby. Word spoken, oh, peace, goddess. You know I always got mad love for you. It's my brethren. Yeah, Phil, yeah. Love you, brother. Love you, brother. We go way, way back. So this is my perception of what I'm giving you about boundaries. Okay? Loving ourselves, knowing our value, right? Knowing our value, knowing what we are worth, and knowing that we are deserving. Okay? Know that you deserve it. Believe in it. If you meet anybody that got everything except, don't accept less than what's on that paper, what's on your mind, or what that should look like. Don't accept anything less than what it should look like to you, what it should feel like to you. If it gives you anything less than that, right? That's not what you deserve. That's not what you deserve. So at first, for the most part, we have to learn what are the things that we don't deserve. And that's how we create our boundaries. What are the things that you don't deserve? I don't deserve to be talked to like that. I don't deserve to be disrespected like that. I don't deserve these type of things. What is it that we don't deserve? And then we'll find our boundaries. I say, we'll find our boundaries. What does your heaven look like? Go get it. Anything that does not fit in what you have seen your heaven to be, let it go. Let it go. Don't accept anything less. Can you dig it? Don't accept anything less. Know your worth. Know your value. Know your worth. Know your value. If this is what you feel like you deserve, don't accept anything less than that. Not one motherfucking thing. Not one motherfucking thing. Because if you allow that one thing to fly, the universe is going to take that as though, okay, that ain't really what you want. Right? If you accept anything less than what you have asked the universe for, then the universe automatically will take that, okay, well, what you said you wanted, that's not what you wanted. Right? Because you accepted this. See, the universe, whatever you ask for, it's going to send you options. Right? It's going to send you options. And allow you to use your intuition. Allow you to use your worth, your value, on which is what's best for you. Right? Which one is best for you? Can you decide what's best for you? Okay? It is okay to be patient. Patience is still action, I say. Even when you're patient, each day that goes by, you're still closer to your goal. Can you dig it? You're still closer to your goal. Even when you're patient. It ain't making time move no slower for you to be patient. Right? And know your worth. Know your worth. Are you worth the wait? See, we don't want to look at it like that. Are you worth the wait? Huh? Because if you deserve what you feel like you deserve, then you are worth the wait. Right? That means don't settle just because you hungry. Don't settle because you're lonely. Be patient and get what you deserve. Be patient. Right? Be patient. I love y'all, yo. Keep up our boundaries. Know our worth. You deserve everything you desire. You deserve everything you desire. And you are worthy of everything you desire. Everything that looks like heaven to you, you are worthy of that. Do not accept anything less. I say, I love y'all. This is Love Thyself. Peace, Centrina. Oh, sis, I love you, babe. Peace from the other side of the water, boo-boo. Can you dig? But again, yo, that's my thing for this evening. Giving you what we need to have. Know our worth, know our value. Love thyself. But in order to love thyself, you got to know thyself. You got to know thy worth. Know thy value so we can love it. When you know your worth and your value, it really gives you something to motherfucking love. You know why you love this beautiful person, this energy that you see in the mirror every rising. I say, know our worth, know our value. Love thyself. Peace, y'all.